If you're an HVAC owner, you know the anxious feeling when the phone stops ringing. That constant worry about keeping your techs busy, your bills paid, and your family secure. But what if I told you that right now, in this very moment, that you have a chance to change all that? One simple strategic shift could not only 10x your revenue this summer, but finally give you something even more valuable: peace of mind. The kind of peace that comes from knowing your phone will keep ringing, your calendar stays full, and your business grows consistently without constant stress. But there is a catch. This opportunity is extremely short lived, and if you miss it, you're going to spend another year chasing calls, stressed, overwhelmed, and stuck. So stick around until the very end because I'm going to share a groundbreaking strategy that can genuinely transform your HVAC business forever. And I promise it'll be worth every second. All right, so real quick, we're gonna just jump through here. I'm gonna show you one of our clients that's in South Carolina currently, and I'm gonna kind of show you a few of the things that we have done to better get them ready for all these air conditioning calls that are coming in. So if we start here first, this is where we were at. We were before this switch over to cooling. We were targeting furnace repair in Camden, South Carolina, et cetera, et cetera. And we kept hitting the heating aspect all throughout. So you can see schedule your heating repair, comprehensive furnace, blah, blah, blah. We got some HVAC stuff in here, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. But typically, so our primary focus was the heating aspect. And then now we're actually switching it over. So what we've done is we've gone through and we've changed all of, most specifically, we changed our H1 tag, which if you don't know, it's the most important tag, which is actually going to be this first sentence right here. So we got trusted furnace repair experts serving Camden, South Carolina, and nearby areas. Okay. Now we're transitioning over to an air conditioning approach. And so now we have AC repair experts in Camden, South Carolina. And so everything else, so this is going to be our one of the H2 tags here. So we've got AC repair, installation, water heater services for homes and businesses, Camden, Lugoff, and nearby areas. So those are the two main service areas that we're attacking right now. We've gotten some pretty good traction actually up north of this area already, and we're just trying to slowly work our way into actual Camden and the Lugoff area. So you'll see we changed our button to schedule my AC repair today, comprehensive air conditioning services, etc. So we keep going through here and we've just switched everything over to an air conditioning focus because guess what? Nobody's going to be running searches for heating mode this time of year. We are finally in March right now. And so from here on out, it's pretty much going to be air conditioning calls. If for some reason somebody does search for heating, well, we're actually already ranking pretty good for heating, and that's going to kind of stick around while we're over here transitioning into our cooling focus. Okay, so one of the first thing that we do is we go right through there. We change all of our heating terminology over to air conditioning terminology. We'll still have a little bit of heating stuff in here because it's still part of our offer. We still deal with heating services, so we do still have an entire heating section on our landing page here, but primarily our switch has gone to air conditioning. Now, one of the things I'll leave a link to this down below. And one of the things that we're going to want to do is we're going to use this detailed SEO extension. You're going to run through here, just make sure that all this right here is set up through your metadata. If you don't know how to set that up, drop a comment below. Maybe I'll do a video on that in the future. But basically, we've already also set up all of our metadata. So you can see that when somebody runs a search here, just like as it pops up here, this is our title, okay? So you can see that it says AC repair and installation in Camden, South Carolina, and then it shows our business, right? And then we're going to also put our description. And so if somebody runs a search and they actually find our website online, this is basically what will be shown in the pane right below our title section there. We want to hit our keywords in the description as well. And then we just need to make sure that all of our keywords, tags, etc., are set up with our metadata. Then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to click over here into headings. Okay, so we want one H1 tag, AC Repair Experts in Camden, South Carolina. You'll see that I have two H1 tags. It doesn't affect anything. The reason I have two H1s is because one of them is mobile desktop, one of them is mobile, and one of them is on desktop. So basically, my H1 and my H2s here are duplicated because I use the exact same ones for both mobile and desktop. Okay, then we just have all the rest of our stuff set up as H2s, H3s, H4s, and beyond. Okay, just make sure that that's showing up correctly. If all of these are showing up as H1s, we need to adjust this. It's recommended to only have one H1 on your website, and then everything else is going to be H2s and H3s typically, maybe even H4s. Okay. We don't need to really check that. So then the next thing we're going to do that we also did is we write out a new local schema. Now you might be like, what in the hell is this guy talking about? He's getting way too tech heavy here. Bear with me. This is very easy. You can have ChatGPT write this up for you. But basically all this is like a language that's behind the website, and Google can crawl this. It reads it in Google's language, basically, and it's able to know exactly what your business does and other things like that. And so if you do this properly, this will dramatically affect your local rankings. So for one, we've basically said we're an HVAC business. We've basically dropped our images, our logos, etc. We're verifying the phone and email information. We're verifying the address. We're verifying the opening. Make sure that you're getting all of this stuff. Make sure all of this stuff is exactly the same as what is listed on your Google business profile, because all this stuff is going to match up together. And when it matches up together, it just signifies to Google that, they wrote on the website that it's 8 to 5 p.m. and then on Google it says 8 to 9 p.m. and then their schema says 24 hours a day. And so it won't rank you very well. But as long as all this stuff is lining up and saying the exact same thing, it's just more power towards your business. We've got a whole bunch of same as stuff where we've got links that we want to make sure that Google knows that, yes, all these locations online are actually this same business. We're going to put our service area, all good stuff, and just put as much information in here as possible. Here's a list of a whole bunch of our services that we want to list. So these are going to be some of our keywords too. We're going to throw in some reviews of our business. And we're going to want to make sure that some of the keywords in those reviews are actually good keywords like AC repair, HVAC contractor, et cetera, et cetera. Maybe even have some of your location keywords in some of those reviews. Basically gather all this information, then just go into ChatGPT, say, I need to write up a local business schema for my website, throw in all the information that you need. It'll spit out your schema, and then you just copy and you paste it into the header section of your website. Very simple, very easy. If you have questions about that, if you want more details about that, please comment down below and I will try to make a video on that in the future. Okay, so that basically does it for our website. Sounded very easy. Yes, it's going to take you a few hours to get all that stuff done. It is, in all aspects, relatively easy, though. So now we're going to go ahead and head over. Well, actually, let me take a step back here. So if you go on Google and you search for rich results, after you put your schema on your website, you're going to go to this rich results test that's right on Google. And so then we would put in the exact domain name and then test our URL. What's going to happen is It's going to basically scan the website and try to strip off the schema so that it can read it. And it's going to tell you exactly what Google sees and if there are any issues. So here you can see we have 6 valid items detected. A lot of these are going to be our reviews. As you can see, we have local business schema, we have organization schema. You can go ahead and click into there. We don't have any issues, and I just showed you basically what that stuff was going to be. It's all the same as what I just registered through this detailed SEO extension. Okay. But basically that's how you verify it. They will tell you whether there's some issues that you need to fix. If this pops up and says that there's an issue, literally copy and paste the issue into ChatGPT and say that rich results test is coming back with this saying that this is invalid. And then it will go ahead and spit out the corrected schema. And then you just copy and paste that into your header. Very simple, very easy. Nothing too crazy just yet. Okay, so now we're going to switch over here. We're going to go to the Google Business Profile. So once you go to the Google Business Profile, one of the first things that we're going to want to do is you're going to come in here to edit profile, and you're going to want to make sure that you're either on air conditioning contractor, you're on air conditioning repair service, or HVAC contractor. There's really no other options that you should be on right now. We just switched him over from being a furnace repair service to being an air conditioning contractor for the season. But some areas HVAC contractor is actually higher searched than air conditioning repair and stuff like that. So just take it, whatever your customers typically call up and ask, like, hey, do you work on air conditioners? Or hey, do you do HVAC? Like, however your customers typically word it, if they use the word HVAC contractor might be a good way for you to go. Either way, you want to make sure that you're not doing some sort of heating focus or something like that. You want it to be for this season, and we're headed into summertime, so we need to have all of our focus towards air conditioning. Um, and then we also going to go through here and we're going to go ahead and rewrite our business description. Okay. And then when we do rewrite our business description, we're going to want to focus on things like air conditioning repair, AC installation, et cetera, et cetera. So we will be focusing more on the air conditioning aspects, and then you'll still want to throw in some HVAC stuff. But like here we have emergency AC repair, seasonal maintenance, or energy efficient system. And then we're going to put our location keywords. And right now, our main focus is Camden. And then we're also trying to spill over into Lugoff. So, anyway, that pretty much does it. And so, hopefully, this has kind of shown you some of the things that you need to do in order to transfer over to a cooling focus. Now, you'll also want to go in. So like when you go to Yelp, there'll be a business description inside Yelp. So you'll want to change that over to either an HVAC focus or an AC focus. Some of these, if you keep them at an HVAC focus, then you don't have to change them seasonally. But when you change them seasonally, it kind of gives you that just little bit of an extra nudge. Okay, so most people are out there running HVAC contractor. And so when you switch over to air conditioning contractor and somebody runs a search for air conditioning services, air conditioning contractor, air conditioning anything, you're going to be kind of higher up than the guy that's just labeled as an HVAC contractor. And now here's the groundbreaking strategy your competitors don't even realize exists. Even with perfect SEO, flawless Google business profile setup, and a beautiful website, your entire ranking and business growth could stall if you're not instantly answering every single phone call. You may not know this, but Google tracks responsiveness, and every missed call can damage your ranking. But here's the secret weapon. An AI-powered voice assistant answers your phones immediately, every single time, 24/7. It sounds completely human, schedules appointments, handles questions, and most importantly, tells Google your business is hyper responsive and reliable. You're not only capturing every potential customer instantly, you're dramatically increasing your local ranking and becoming Google's go-to recommendation for HVAC services. This simple yet powerful shift can literally 10x your revenue this summer, ensure consistent calls year-round, and deliver the financial security and peace of mind you've been desperately chasing. If any of this sounds overwhelming, or if you're not sure how to get started with AI voice or any step that we've discussed in this video, please don't hesitate. Drop a comment below. I'll personally respond and help you navigate exactly what your business needs to dominate this summer. And who knows, your question might even inspire our next video, personally addressing your exact issue. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you got some sort of value from this video. And as always, if you like it, please like it. And if you love it, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell notification either, because we drop value just like this video each and every week on Saturday at 9 a.m. Central. And if you haven't seen it yet, go ahead and click into this where we walk through and show exactly what's wrong with current HVAC businesses just like yours on Google so that they can rank higher. You can use these same tips to rank your business higher. We'll see you on the next one.